everybody. Welcome to Shrees in a Circle, and this is 2024. What I want to talk about this video, and I'll make it into a longer video than most of the shorts that I make. So again, welcome friends. And the topic is about goals, accomplishments, and obstacles for this year. So a lot of us are embarking on a new year, right? And a lot of us have skills. We all have skills. We all have gifts. So how can we make the best of our skills and our gifts to accomplish our goals in this new year? The one thing that comes to mind for me is the human element. The human element. Because a lot of our jobs are, well, a lot of it is connected to systems, computers, IT, AI, and this has become a huge part of our work. And some people work remote, hybrid roles. And so I feel that people should be brought into focus. Like really it's about, developing meaningful dialogues, meaningful conversations with people. So taking a time, deliberately carving out time where you go and just randomly, like meeting your stakeholders, meeting people and understanding what they do, what their work is about, what challenges they face, and what successes they have enjoyed in the past, and what best practices would they recommend. And so that will, I feel like for ideators, people who are good with ideas, just speaking to people and understanding their perspective, their side of the story, their challenges, what happens really at the operational side, will give you ideas on how you can better serve and to share ideas with others. So being like a pollinator, you can bring those ideas forward and bring people together. And of course, by you speaking to people, there is a face behind the name. And regardless of whatever culture you're in, when people know you, when they know the person, it's always easier to do business with. It's always easier. Everything rolls more smoothly because you're like, yeah, that person, right? I know this person. I know Pamela. I know James. Like, yeah, it's gonna be good. I trust it's gonna work, right? Because so yes, we do spend a lot of time perfecting our art, behind the scenes, working on the computer, working on the systems, the programming, but take that time as well and carve out that time as well to know people, your stakeholders, asking for their opinion, their feedback, never saying that the solution is perfect, right? It's always like, hey, I got a solution. I think it's going to fit most of your needs, but share with me your feedback. We're going to make it better. So that is a way in which, you can get more buy-in from the people with whom you are working to create and co-create with. And for some of us who are shy, like it's a little bit harder to go approach people, a bit more anxious, my recommendation is always to, one, find a compliment. Okay, like really just see what they're good at, what that person is doing well, or even like something that you like about them, and then share it with them. People like positive feedback. They like it when they've been given a compliment, and they like to talk about themselves. So you can always go up to people and say, hey, tell me like what brings that smile on your face when you come to work every day. What makes you excited in the morning? Like, what are the stuff that, brings you joy, right? People love to reflect on good memories, and they like to share. So if the focus is on them and not on you, well, you're going to be able to build a faster, deeper connection than when it's only about you and what you want and your goals. So put the focus on them and less on you. Um, and try to sense also the energy, right? So sometimes you feel like there's this big brick wall around them. Then don't force yourself. Don't force yourself to try and go deeper. Sometimes it just won't go deeper because that person or that nature of that individual is just so closed up. Maybe they have a lot of insecurities, or maybe they're going through a hard day. So don't take it harsh on yourself if things don't go well when you approach someone. You're not given that warm, happy feedback as well. It's something about them and it's got nothing to do with you. But respect their need for distance and stop clinging to them. Like, just let it go, let it drop, walk away. It's okay, right? Obstacles to overcome. It's always very tempting to talk negatively about people as well. Especially when there's a group and then everyone's kind of like talking about this one individual person who is getting on everyone's nerves, and it's easy to succumb to that temptation to then add fuel to fire. So don't, because that just gossiping and speaking ill of others, even if there is some truth on it, it always brings down your frequency and your light, and it weighs you down. It weighs down your aura, and then it's just unhealthy because the person who gossips, right, will also carry the same gossip about you to others. And what sort of impression do you want to give to others? Like someone who's gossip monger, or someone who will not say anything bad about others? Like, if you have nothing good to say about others, just keep it quiet. Just don't say anything. Like, that is already felt. So there's always that temptation to badmouth, to speak ill of others, because it's easy. It's easy to point fault at others. It's very, very easy. It's very tempting. It's always harder to look inwards at ourselves, and we're no one's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. Everyone can be imperfect. It depends on which angle you see it. Depends on the perspective. You cannot please everybody, and not everyone's going to please you, so therefore just let it go. Instead, see the positive in others. So see the good side of others, because that's worthy. That brings action. Like, it brings a solution. Rather than complain, you are bringing a solution. You're contributing. If it's really that bad and it's really against your values, then leave this toxic workplace, or leave this workplace. Walk away. You don't have to partake in toxic negativity. So walk away and know that you can take back your sovereign power. Perspective is also really important. Like perspective in a sense that from time to time, you can be in your own energy, and then you can even look at planet Earth from a distance and just hug planet Earth and all her inhabitants in it. Like, it really gives you perspective. So then your own little world with our own little problems and our little goals, like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter in the greatest scheme of things. We're atoms vibrating. So take perspective, especially when you are deep in the trenches, is to pull yourself away from it all. Allow yourself to give yourself space and to observe the chaos that's inside, the anxiety, the stress, and all that, and just watch it, observe it, give it love. Yeah. So what I want to do and I want to accomplish, of course, is to be curious, to learn about the different stakeholders, the way things are working, to get out of my comfort zone, to be out there, put myself out there, share, have dialogues with people, like real meaningful conversations with people, the opportunity to see into their inner world, maybe offer some good advice to heal them, motivate them, and allow myself to be motivated, and allow myself to also open up to friendships, to good advice. So to do less. I think for accomplishments is less is more. So instead of like having a million to-dos and wanting to be everywhere and doing everything, I want to par down on what I do, but to love what I do. You know, not for the sake of doing it. So I don't want to do YouTube videos because I become addicted to it, or I feel like I have to give like one post a day or something, but rather because I have a meaningful message that I want to share. I want to spend more time with me in my own energy, meditating, doing a spiritual routine every day, grounding myself. I ground myself with a pendulum every day, and I just hold it and I watch it as it turns. And as I'm grounding, I feel like it's a tool which senses my energy, and it really helps me to concentrate and stabilize and ground myself. So find the space in your house and outdoors to ground yourself. Yeah, so people are really important. I think nature is very important too, to like spend time in nature, in wide open nature with trees and open spaces, open sky, where we can let our spirit roam free, and we can also get the energy from nature and ground ourselves with Mother Earth, because then we feel fresh. You know, we feel like our aura is lighter, it's freer. So that's something to do this year more, is spending more time in nature, going for walks in the park, in the forest. Yeah. So I hope to find more meaning. I think in a nutshell is 2024 hopefully will bring, and I'm sure it is, I'm very confident, will bring a more meaning in my life. You know, like deep sense of meaning and joy and gratitude. So being grateful for what I have, people whom I'm with, my family, my friends, you know, the little joys in life, rather than, yeah, like just being centered and grounded and present, have meaningful conversations, friendship, a meaningful career, a job where I feel like I'm making a positive impact in people's lives. That's what I'm searching for. I think it's to go deeper within myself, and by doing that, by healing myself, I am able to relate better with folks, with people. So with that, I wish you a beautiful day. I wish you joy, success, abundance, and love. Bye.